With Debo limited, however much he's limited, and Brian North the shoulder, do you feel like you're losing reps this spring? The kind of, I know spring is about reps and that sort of familiarity. Do you worry about that at this point if they don't get?
I mean, it's definitely a thing where, you're not getting the reps. I mean, it's a deal where we're going to have to make up for it somehow, which is whether that's just working extra hard in the summer. The good thing is there's a lot of time between now and when we play, so it's not a huge deal, but it's also, somewhat of a factor when they're not out there. I mean, you're not getting the reps with them, putting in new stuff, and they're not necessarily out there with you. They know it, they're not out there with you, but we do have the whole summer and the whole fall camp to get the reps, so we'll be fine.
Who are the guys that have stepped up? Who are the guys that you are throwing to a lot this spring that you just find yourself, for whatever reason, that guy's catching a lot of balls?
Ortre and Chavis on the outside. I mean, Ortre's kind of, been there and solidified himself, but Chavis has really stepped up and really elevated his game. And then, Casey and Jake have really been doing a good job, too, of stepping in and really, getting those inside positions filled, with a couple guys out. And then Shy's literally played every position at receiver. So he's going inside and outside right now, and he's doing a great job for us.
Debo's still yellow jersey, no teamwork, just sort of just the 7-on-7 stuff.
Yeah.
How has throw to tight ends changed, if at all, now that Hayden's gone?
Not much. I mean, it's kind of, throw to whoever's open is a big thing. And, Hayden got open, but so do Jake and KC. I mean, they each have their ways of getting open and making plays. So as far as the amount of balls, not really changed, trying to just spread it out evenly so, a defense can't really focus in on one person. So.
Has Ortre gotten any work at the inside spots?
If you're alluding to tight end, not really. In our offense, we've gotten the ability, grown the ability, I guess, to be more multiple, and so they move around a lot. He has played some inside positions, but not necessarily at tight end.
What's the tempo been like under Coach Werner?
I mean, it's been a big difference for us. I mean, we can see it on our defense. Every day it seems like they're way out of position, and we get a touchdown just because we're going so fast. It might be a little bit faster than it would be on game day, but trying to make it as fast as we can, and has been a big advantage for us.
Are you comfortable with that? How long did it take you to adjust to that? I
mean, it takes you a little while because you got to get the whole process of it. You really don't get to see as much, but then again, you don't overthink anything. You make a decision and go with it, and whether it's good or bad, you're playing fast, and that's what the big thing that we talk about. Just make a decision and just go with it.
Jake, how will it be with you and your skill guys this summer? Do you have a set time to go out there and throw the ball around? You guys try to do it every day? What's that schedule like?
I think for the first part of summer it'll be twice a week, and then getting closer to fall camp 3 times a week, and just really trying to get as many throws as we can. And that's a big thing we talked about in our quarterback meeting today was really getting those deep balls down, and no receiver wants to just go run 50 deep balls a day. So just trying to, be smart, but also getting the reps we need to get better at that.
How's it going with you and Donnell, your new center? How's the relationship in terms of him getting the ball to you where you like it?
Oh, it's been great. Donnie's a real smart guy, and everyone on the team loves him. And, he's able to, move to center, very easily. And he's doing great. And snaps are good, and he's leading our offensive line right now.
Can you see those guys sort of settling into, obviously you had some shifting around the offensive line. Can you see that unit settling in, or is that not something that really comes together until a little bit later down the line?
Well, I think, you have all the individual time that we have at practice, especially with them. I think they get so many reps, and have been doing it. Offensive line can get their reps without a ball out there. And so they're constantly together doing their steps, getting their tracks right. So I think that really gelled nicely. I think they communicate very well together. And, the run games looks exponentially better than it did. So I think the guys, just from communication to knowing where they're going to knowing who they're, they got to reach to or whatever, but they're doing a great job.
What is Warner's coaching style with you guys? Is he hands-on, more of a professor-like, or is he like in your ear, a lot of screaming and that kind of stuff?
No, I don't think Coach Warner's raised his voice one time. I mean, he's a real laid-back guy. He really just observes everything, and a very detailed guy, though, very, very detail-oriented in the meeting rooms. He's very smart. But at practice, he kind of just sits back and watches what we do and then really breaks it down in the film room. I mean, obviously, he coaches on the field too, but, his main coaching points and his coaching points come from the meeting room.
Did he come in and change a lot with you, or did he feel like you pretty much already had what he was looking for?
I mean, there's always stuff to get better. There's been some fundamental stuff that we're working on, and that's not going to be a deal where you can change it through, 10 practices. I mean, it's going to be a deal where, me and probably Taylor Lamb, our GA, are going to have to be the main ones working on it during the summer and just working on that. But, I mean, he's obviously, contributed and gave a lot of knowledge to me just from the short time he's been here already. So just really excited to see where it goes.
Jake, is there an effort to give the backup guys more reps? I mean, not to put it out there, but they pretty much know you're going to be the starter, so they kind of maybe taking it a little easier on you and getting the backup guys a little more throws.
In spring, I think that's the kind of overall, mindset of everything. Trying to get as many reps to as many guys as possible. Obviously, me and Scar right now, probably getting most of the reps, but then again, Jay and DeCarian get their fair share too. I mean, they're getting better every day. I don't think they always get reps every practice, and I don't know the exact number, but they're definitely getting their equal reps and opportunities to show what they have and to get better.
How's